I wanted to create this video to give you an idea of what is to be expected of your virtual escape rooms that you all started working on last week. And a reminder, we will not meet via Zoom this Tuesday, November the 3rd. You are to be working with your groups and continually developing your escape room. I have added this assignment on Canvas, and I wanted to show you where to access and how to find. So here on upcoming assignments, you'll see escape room. The final escape room should be complete by November 19th. It is worth 150 points, and I will tell you what each of those mean. The submission of assignment, don't worry about submitting anything here yet. We will be practicing and going through the games on Tuesday, November 10th, and that is where I will actually go in manually and add your grade. I have created a link that will take you to a Google document if you want to print and then or open it up as a separate document. You've got the link here. Below are the things that you need to make sure as you're discussing this with your group, that you have a title, and the title should relate to your overall theme, a description of the game, 3 to 4 sentences, decide if it's going to be sequential or non-sequential. Some of this you've already done last week. The overall background image for your game. You are welcome to use a stock photo or one of your own. The end of the game reveal, use a generic again or create your own. These are in order based on what is available to you on the website. Also, make sure you turn the timer on. 30 minutes is going to be enough, especially since we're creating these for middle and high school. And you definitely want to have 5 different locks that the students will solve. I'm sorry that's not aligned. I'll fix that before too long. All right, it says to check off each item as you complete the work. That just allows you to stay connected with what needs to be done. The best way that I have resolved for you all to work on this together is we have a couple different things to think about. Number one, you need to be talking about this not just on the night that it's due. You should be communicating with one another. You need to set up a Zoom, Google Meet, something so that you're actually having time to engage with each other, deciding who's going to do what, which locks you want to do, how the locks are going to look. I don't know that if you do not meet at some point at the same time, I think it's going to be very difficult to have the conversation just through Google Docs or text message. All right, so you have one of 2 ways, or you have 2 different ways to add content to your game. The first one is somebody is going to go in and create a new student account, and this can be a fake name, it can be the student name can be the topic of your escape room. The code is listed there for you, and then once you've created that student login username, you will share that with everybody else in the group. That way each of you will be able to go in and access the draft and add content on your own. The other way, and then you can see here I've just added the student login steps in case you forgot how to create an account. Or, and I think that would maybe be the best one, but what that means is you're going to have to, any locks that you've already created, depending on how far along you are in the process, if you've only inserted one image and it wouldn't be that big of a deal to start another account, I would do that. Or if because you already have your account and you have some things created, the person that's starting the game, you could possibly go back in to your account profile, make your password something generic, and then share that with the other members of your group, knowing that once this project is complete, you will go back in and change the password. What I'm trying to avoid is one person that already has the game started. I don't want that person to have to do all the work. You all figure it out on your as a group what's going to work best for you. These are just a couple different things that I've thought about. All right, the other thing, and I think I talked with most groups last week, for each lock, as you're looking to include images, one thing that I've found maybe useful is opening up PowerPoint, creating the clue on a Google slide or a PowerPoint and then saving that slide as a JPEG image. Once you've done that, then when you get back into Breakout, you'll add that image as a single image into the game versus trying to load multiple pictures on the same clue, because what we found is you're not able to do that. All right, so you all decide how you want that to look. Here is the breakdown of points. So the first one, beginning of the game, if you go back to the top of this assignment, you'll see these are the things that I want you to have: the title, the description, a good background image that makes sense to your overall theme, and the description. How are you going to make the game exciting? You don't want to say, this escape room is to help you understand the dangers of drug use or abuse. Come up with something kind of catchy that would go along with the overall theme. You will receive 20 points for each lock that you create. And then overall completion, are the directions, have they been followed? You don't have spelling or grammar mistakes. It's apparent that each clue is well thought out and visually appealing. That's how you are going to achieve maximum credit. I really don't doubt that each of you in each group should be able to receive full credit as long as you take some time. Again, this is not due for 8 more days. You've got 5 clues to do. Definitely communicate with each other and see how you're going to divide and conquer, and when you each have a common time to meet. Maybe you have Tuesday when we normally meet, and that would be a time for you all to get together if needed, but the university is closed. It's supposed to be a day off, so I'm hopeful you'll find some time for that. But other than that, I think I have gone over the directions. I'll just open this link for you so you can see what it is. Just making a copy. Waiting for the response. All right, the only other thing that I think is kind of cool if you open it in a Google Doc is if you highlight the box and then, highlight, and then right click, you can go in and insert a check mark to show that you have completed that activity. So I'm going to undo that so that it doesn't show up that way for you. So again, just highlight it and check it off. Highlight it, right click, select the check mark. So highlight, right click, check mark. All right. Other than that, the directions are exactly the same as what's on Canvas. This is just for you if you want to open it and have this as a working document for yourself. All right, enjoy, have fun, email me with questions.